Hey, you guys, Amy Glowniak here. I want to share a little story with you guys. I'm somebody who shops at Whole Foods, and there's a lady who works in the checkout. And every time I would go through her checkout, we would chit chat a little bit. And one day, finally, I just said, "Hey, what's your name?" Because we talk all the time, and I would just like to know your name. And so she told me it was Pam. So okay, great, whatever. I'd left that day. And then every time I would go to Whole Foods, it didn't matter if there was, if her line was long and the line next to her was short, I would always wait in her line, okay? And wait to say hello to her. And, I just wanted to bring a smile to her face, and, and it is good for me too. I mean, it brings a smile to my face, makes me feel good. And so I would do that. And then one day, my boyfriend JP had brought home some donuts. And so I wrapped one up. We were going to Whole Foods. I wrapped one up. They're like these really good gourmet donuts. And I wrapped one up. We went to Whole Foods, and, he had no idea why I had this donut. He thought I was bringing it for myself to eat when we were out running errands. And he saw me carrying it into Whole Foods, and he's like, "What are you doing with that donut?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to give it to Pam." Now, he didn't know who Pam was. I mean, he'd seen her before, but he didn't know her by name, or I didn't tell him this interaction that her and I had. And so he was just like, "Okay." And so sure enough, we do our shopping. We get in Pam's line because she's there, and put all the groceries up. And the last thing I put on the conveyor belt was the donut, right? So she's doing all the ringing up everything or whatever, and she gets to the donut, and she's like, "What's this?" And I said, "Well, it's a donut for you." And she happened to love donuts. So she was so happy and just so grateful that, we thought of her. And so she came out from behind the counter and gave me a hug, gave JP a hug. And I could just tell that it was just a little brightness to her day. And that just made me feel so good. I love doing that, you guys. I love doing that. So we, have developed this relationship. And when I see her, I always talk to her, and JP too. Even if he's not with me, we always wait in her line and we chit chat with her while she's ringing us up. And, I just got to thinking, why would we do that? Why would we wait in the longer line to have Pam check us out versus waiting in a line that there's nobody there, or that there's one person in line, or whatever? Why would we do that? Well, it's because there's this energy exchange between us, and there's just this harmony between us, that happens. And me trying to bring a little brightness and sunshine to her day, it brings it to my day too. It feels good. It feels good to see her and say, "Hi, Pam, how are you today? What's going on?" And just to let her know that I care. She's just some random person. She's just somebody I never met before. She's a cashier, a checkout person at Whole Foods. I'd never met her before. But we had this little energy exchange, and I felt compelled to go the extra mile and to take an interest in her and to bring her a donut to bring a smile to her face, because who doesn't love donuts, right? Maybe some of you don't, but a lot of people do, including me. I can never just eat one, though, so I try to steer clear of them. But I just felt like I just wanted to do that. I wanted to make her smile, and it worked. And, and I am willing to wait in a long line to be checked out by her, because I love the energy that goes on between us, and I appreciate her. I appreciate where she's at in her life. I appreciate that she shows up every day to her job, and that I get the opportunity to be in her presence and have her energy, exchange with mine. And I just thought that was a cool story. I just wanted to share it with you guys. And, I think it's just a way to, I don't know, you just bring a little light, a little brightness to somebody else's life. And I think that we should live our lives like that. I've always been a person that lives by the golden rule. That's how I grew up. And so, I'm not going to treat somebody a way that I don't want to be treated, and I would love for somebody when I'm working at my job to come in and say, "Hey, you matter. I'm thinking about you, and here, I brought you a little something to show you that I care about you, and that you do matter. You matter to me, you matter to this world." So I think it's just a good lesson, and something that we could all do. You know, it's just doing something so small that really is just seems so insignificant, but it's not. It has such a huge impact on people. And that's why just a smile or a simple hello, those things impact people's lives. We never know what journey the person is on, the other person, you know? We're only looking in from the outside. We don't know. I mean, Pam's dad passed away. I didn't know, but I had no idea just looking at her, oh, your dad passed away. But when I talked to her and took an interest in her and she shared that with me, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just cool. And I think, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference to you. It makes a difference to the other person. And I just think that it's something that we should all practice on a daily basis, because it just enriches our lives and the lives of the people that we're touching. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you'll implement this into your lives, because like I said, it is very impactful in a very positive way, and we all can use as much positivity as we can get. So I hope you like this video, you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.